What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I wanted to do a full update video on Terra Luna Classic. While we were looking at all of these other things that CZ said Binance is doing, KuCoin might be doing, and all of these other things that we're potentially focusing on, we need to look at how the price has been moving and also focus on the problem with the on-chain burns. I think as we start looking at the on-chain burns, they start to look similar as to what the problems could be for the off-chain burns, right? So before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 11,000 followers, which is absolutely amazing. I'm grateful for every single follower that comes across and likes and retweets and all that other type of stuff. I was not a fan of Twitter before today, and now, or before, I guess, the last year, and now I'm pretty much a fan of Twitter, from, the last year, I guess. So anyways, make sure you guys do that. Also, if you want to follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me on that platform, which we have a bunch of people that are subscribed on Patreon. We'll definitely have a lot more content. We've been focusing on some pretty interesting information, when it comes to just education and all that stuff. That's what a lot of people want, is just how to trade effectively, how to have long-term investments and all that stuff. But anyways, we're here to talk about Terra Luna Classic. Right, Terra Luna Classic has made a move, and if you weren't or aren't familiar with what has gone on today, I feel like I can't speak today. But what is going on today is basically CZ and Binance have put out a new proposal or plan to where instead of looking at the 1.2% or looking at the 1.2% for 25% of holders or 50% of holders or all the holders, we're looking at 0.1%. So all of the fees that go through for Binance will be burned off. We'll be burning Terra Luna Classic, right? That's not at any of our expense, but it is at the Binance expense, because what they're doing is giving up their fees, which is generally how they make a lot of their revenue, is by the fees. But we know that this is more of a play towards bringing in the investors. You bring in those investors and you end up gaining extra money on other investments that they make on the platform. So it's a strategic play, strategic play, and it's basically business related. It's all about business, right? We understand that. But with that announcement, we saw an increase. We see, Terra Luna Classic up 38%. Almost 39%. It's up to 0.0002991. We see it at a high today of 3272, a low of 1825. So we can see how high this has risen in the last 24 hours. You can also look at the volume. Volume is at almost 2.2 billion. You're looking at the market cap closer to that 2 billion mark at 1.8 billion. It was, I believe, up to that 2 billion mark as it did pass 32. But it's so amazing to be able to see how much this has grown really, really quickly off of this news, this quick and dirty news that Binance has released, which is interesting. And people think that this is a game changer. Now, if you believe this is a game changer, before you finish that sentence, that it is a game changer, go over to my latest video that I recorded about Terra Luna Classic. It should be one of the latest. I don't know if it is the exact latest, but it should be one that I uploaded way earlier today. Talking about the comparison between the 1.2%, the 1.2% at 25% holders or 25% volume, and then also the 0.1%, and what is the major difference. Are we seeing a bigger impact because we're seeing more volume at 0.1% versus less volume at 1.2%? You may be surprised, because some people think that 0.1%, because it has more holders or more investors or more transactions, that will be the game changer and everything else will not. So you can go ahead and check that out. Definitely go and look at that and see what you think before you finish that sentence. But this is where we stand right now. Great to see some sort of an increase today. I'm happy with the gains there. But what you're here for is the main problems with the on-chain burns. As you know, you have on-chains and off-chain burns. On-chain would be anything that happens on the Terra network. Off-chain would be anything that happens on or off the Terra network. So if you go to Binance, you trade on spot trading. That's on, a different network there. You're not trading on the Terra network there. So it's all on spot trading, and you're basically taking BUSD and trading it to Lunic, or USDT and trading it to Lunic. all of these different methods to buy Lunic, but not directly from the Terra network. That's not how it's working. So that would be off chain, and then we have on chain. Now the on chain should be at a massive amount. I've talked about what the amount should be for on chain trading, but we're not seeing that level. So if we go to Terra Station, you're going to see these are the levels of volume that we have seen with Luna, right? The highest that we saw here was around the 317 billion. This is over 14 days. 317 billion, right? You could see it 316 billion, 311 billion. And if you have those days, how much would you be burning off at a 1.2%? You know what? How much would you be burning off at 1%? Well, here you would be burning 3.1 or 3.16 billion coins with a 1% move there. With these days right here, you may be looking at 1.6, right? A little bit higher because it's 1.2%, right? But as you see on the 21st, the 22nd, right? The 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, all of these days are down in the lower billions, right? 26 billion. 26 billion would equal 260 million coins. And that's why you only saw 260 million coins that get burned off, right? 29.7, you're looking at 300 million coins. Then you're looking at another 210 million coins. Then you're looking at another 110 million coins. So you're not seeing a massive amount. I mean, it is a big amount compared to what we are burning off, but it could have been so much more. Every single day should have been at least 1 billion coins that are burning off. Now, why aren't we seeing this? Well, there was a stall, right? There was a stall with all of the exchanges to where deposits and withdrawals were not accessible for a lot of people. We weren't able to burn off the coins we wanted to burn off. And with that in place, that tells me that the problem with on-chain burns, the number one problem with on-chain burns are the exchanges, just like off-chain burns, right? Are the exchanges, because exchanges dictate how much on-chain volume is going through those platforms, which we have a lot of volume that's flowing through the chain, but based off of a lot of these exchanges. Now, I'm not saying that they're completely to blame. That's saying that they're doing this on purpose, which it would make sense why they're doing it on purpose. Nobody wants to see anybody leave their platforms, because if they leave their platforms and go over to Terra Station, then you're going to see the burn go through. You're going to see that you're able to stake. You're going to do all of those things that you would normally do. But it's making it seem like the on-chain burns are the reason why people are not moving their coins. They would still move their coins no matter what. That's not the case. The case is because we have a lack of deposits and lack of withdrawals because of being forced to not be able to withdraw or deposit, right? That's what the issue is. So the biggest issue is the exchanges, which hold all of the power, it seems, not only on off-chain burns, but also on on-chain burns. So it's a big issue for me. I know this video was definitely a whirlwind for me to get through, because can't seem to get words out today. But you know what I'm getting at. The on-chain burns are a big problem. We should be seeing billions that are flowing through, but right now, as we go back to Lunic Penguins, we have seen 1.8 billion, but it's in a matter of how many days. We should have seen 1.8 to probably even higher than that, maybe even 2 billion on the first day of this going live. Second day, another 2 billion, another 2 billion the next day. And we should see this burn 2 billion every single day, which by itself would take, around, let's say, 11 years for that to play out, 12 years for that to play out by burning all of that. Then you have other burns that are coming on, which can add to that, right? And then you only see 5 years that this plays out. So obviously, with the more volume you see, the more burning that happens, as long as these exchanges are playing ball. But anyways, guys, you let me know what you're thinking about it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I think this is a unique situation that we have not seen before, because we're calling for these burns. We're getting a lot of the burns, but we need to see way more in order to see this back to a certain level when it comes to the supply, right? So that we can get utility back, so that we can get the algorithm back, we can get repeg status back in USTC. That's what we need. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.